Hi everyone! I guess you have thought about how to use the power of Unreal Engine for your work. This is the right way, because with the help of Unreal Engine you can take the quality of presentation of your project to a whole new level. The skills to create an impressive high-quality project presentation for any client's needs will give you a huge competitive advantage over the professionals in the field of architecture and design. Today, Unreal Engine technology is increasingly being implemented by large and world-famous architectural companies. Obviously, this is no longer the future but the present of the architectural industry. I would like to introduce you to my Unreal Engine training course for architects, designers and visualizers. In this course, I will take you through all the stages of its creation, using the example of a real project and share with you my experience. In the end, we will also create a cinematic animation. "43 lessons, 9 hours of only useful information where every word makes sense, concisely and to the point. I will show you all the stages of work so that at the end you get a finished product for transfer to the client." Now let's take a closer look at the structure of the course. It was based on a real project for the renovation of a house with land in the state of Texas. I prepared a 3D model of the house, for which I used the results of the 3D scan. I scanned the surrounding area of the house and all the rooms using iOS app. This is a good starting point for obtaining raw materials for the development of an architectural concept. In the first part of the course we will prepare the model for export to Unreal Engine. I will talk about geometry optimization and its impact on draw calls. This is especially important when we working with an interactive project. With the help of Unreal Engine tools, we will optimize heavy furniture assets. We will look at ways to optimize multiple instance copies of assets to make them more performant. We will set up artificial light in the interior and exterior. The overall perception of the project depends on the settings of light, so I will pay special attention to the stage. We will identify the cause of the glow artifacts in the interior. And then we will find the best solution for this problem. Then we look at ways to create a realistic sky using procedural clouds and our own material for HDRI texture. Then we will fine-tune the post-processing and render quality separately for the exterior and interior. I'll show you how to effectively use post-process volume for different parts of the scene. I will teach you how to create your own materials, and we will use and change Megascans presets to make working with materials even faster. Next we will add foliage, plants and landscaping into the project. We'll learn how to create lawn using static mesh assets. And I'll also show you how to use grass procedural material. I want to say that the grass procedural material has become an excellent solution for an interactive project, as it gives stable operation and significantly saves system resources. At the same time, such a grass looks nice. Link for download this customized procedural grass material in the description. We will also consider ways to optimize dynamic light sources. Then I'll show you the process of final setup and finalization of the project. When the visual part of the project is ready, we will move on to the most interesting and difficult part, creating the interactive features of the project using Blueprint. I'll show you how to use levels and Blueprint to optimize your project to reach your target FPS. Using Blueprint, we will set up an automatic change of the position of the sun and artificial light for the exterior and interior, depending on the position of the user. We will create an interactive furniture replacement and other functions. Next, we will create the main menu. I'll show you how to add the function of the quality and resolution settings of the project. Then we'll create a preload screen for loading the project and when the user moves between levels. In the final part, we will perform the final configuration of the project in order to bring it to the final form. If you have ever worked with Unreal Engine, you know that many problems can arise in the process of work. Light artifacts are especially annoying. Therefore, I devoted a separate lesson to this topic. At the end of the course, we will set up camera animations to get beautiful angles. Then we will render the project and edit the video in DaVinci Resolve to get a cinematic animation. All students of the course will be added to the community, where we will discuss the difficulties and options for solving them together, to make learning even more effective. If you would like to receive individual mentoring and support throughout the course, please contact me by email. I left a link to the course and detailed program in the description of this video. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you soon on the course.